Hello, monsters abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Vortex campaign and part 9. Is it part 19? I think it's part 19. Hang on, let me check. It's part 19 of my Rakar the Beastmaster and Lord campaign. Look at all those. Oh, that black pyramid Nagash. It's stashed full of those scrolls of Akati, which are probably pornography. We're not 100% sure on that. We've got the experts on it. They're just asking for more scrolls. That's fine. We'll send them everything we got. And in the meantime, this...
Feared by all.
I hate this prick. Why, look where he's turned up, like right in the middle of my settlements, like, haha, hello, I'm back, fucking vashna. I hate this guy. So he's a wandering army, and the wandering armies, of course, are made up of different sort of units. And in Vashnar's case, it's fucking Chosen and Dark Elves, well, Chaos and Dark Elves. So you get Chosen with halberds, Chaos Knights, and fucking crossbows. Brilliant. Just what you want.
Tyrant.
Just what you want to deal with. And he's turned up right in the middle of my territory.
The Black Belt is no place for the weak.
Hello. Can we...
Yes.
Accept your offer, but I have called for a crusade of blood. Feels like those are contradictory things. Go non-aggression, you aren't then going to call for a crusade of blood. Unless that's is it like a party? Is it like a night? Is it like, you know, does everyone just... When you say blood, do you mean blood, or do you mean like, you know, blood? Like, you're from the... Anyway, so... please go away. Go and bother us someone else. You know, I've got shits to deal with here. I don't need you on top of everything else. Right, I'm going to get rid of all of these. Probably fine. Let's get you. We can't get any of these swords, can we? Fuck it, we'll just get more of you then. If at first it doesn't succeed, just recruit more. Just keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Ooh. Right, I'm hoping he's going to wander off. That's the dream. Let's do something like that, and then maybe we can get a sorceress in this army. Oh, I've got... Skrulk's given me something. I've got plague. I'll say Skrulk. I mean my child. Little plague factories. That's what they are. Plague cauldrons. They're riddled. I'll tell thee. Riddled. Oh. A friend once said he's never been so ill as when he's had children. They just catch everything. Ugh. Okay, let's go unstoppable there. Keep you... Hoping you wander off. And so we're heading for the Black Pyramid. Now, we've already landed Senator Vreenak. He's going to get... Yeah, I'll tell you what. You come down here. We will meander towards the Black Pyramid. That's all good. Just sidle up here. Just on the off chance. Just keep an eye on him. Shadow him. I want to know where he's at all times.
My power grows.
Right, Sartosa, you're raiding me. Lovely. I guess as long as you just raid me, it's not the end of the world. I'll just ignore you. As I do with all my problems. I hope you go away. Right, 4 turns left on the ritual, and we're going to meander down here. If you stay to the paths, you can see the little tree-lined paths. As long as you stay there, you're fine. So we can come down here, and we'll be absolutely fine. I mean, not as we go through the big old storm. This is probably going to sting. Storms tend to. Obviously, how much damage are we going to take? Is this going to be really bad? Oh, you know what? Actually,
Witness my strength.
sometimes you take attrition while you're going. Sometimes you take attrition when you're going through an attrition area. Sometimes only at the end of the turn, and I never really know what the difference is. So I'm just going to pretend that it was fine, and I already knew that was going to happen. Right, recruiting there, being raided there. Never mind, these things happen. You are recruiting. We can get the Soul Furnace. So we can catapult souls at people. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Seems fine. And... God, I don't know, like... Do I get some Cold One? Fuck it. I'm getting some Cold One Knights. I don't even think it's a really good idea. Cold One Knights are generally pretty bad. Okay, let's just...
The ocean awaits.
Hello. Just got my fucking eyes on you, mate. Okay, that's fine. As long as he just wants to stay there and raid me, I'm okay with that.
Forward.
Let's meander down here. We need 2 armies because there's going to be a lot of stacks of skeletons down here. Watch as there's like none. So go bring 2 armies down there, and there's no one fucking here. Right, I'm just gonna sit there. Let's get Curse of Anna here. I could bring you down to hang on. Can we get a Canine Assassin? We can. Malevolent, Strong, Cunning. I'm gonna go Omnomba. You're going to assault units. And basically, you're going to come down here and harass Vashna until he pisses off. I reckon if I keep doing that, that'll annoy him more than raiding will annoy me. That's my thinking.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
That's my thinking. Basically, if he wants to raid me, I'll assault him. Right, we'll both hate each other, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know what? I could bring you back up so you can just double team him. Give him a spit roast. An assassin spit roast. Lovely. Okay, let's go and grab that one. You. What do you have? You have shades, so that's fine. So we can go raid leader, not sheaf master, as we have done many times before. God, I hate you so much, Vashna. I just really hate you. Right. Coming to stop. 61% chance. You've got this. Come on, I believe in you. I really believe in you. Holy shit, you actually did it. I was expecting you to fail.
The chill winds blow.
Holy crap nuts. How many people did you kill? I said assault them, not genocide. Jesus Christ, man. Off the motherfucking chain you are. Well, that's going to upset them, I have no doubt. No, I'm not interested in where you're going. Just go there. Right.
And talons.
Yeah, that's...
Following orders.
Right. Okay, yep, there's a fair few skeletons here. It's quite loud as well. Okay, let's march on down here.
Moving the flock. Raiding.
Can even do a little bit of raiding, can't we? Get a few slaves, because, you know, slave numbers are dropping, but that's the problem when you whip them to death.
Feared by all.
And some people may say, well, why don't you not whip them? And I'm like, you don't, what, not whip slaves? That's just insane. What else am I going to do with them? That's what they're there for. Okay, with that, I wonder if he's going to wander. I'll be interested to see whether he stays there or if he wanders off now, because he's been like assaulted. His units have taken attrition, so I don't know whether he's going to feel happy sitting there. He might. I'm hoping he sails off. Well, he cozied up a little bit, but I don't think he's moved. So, under the yoke, reptilian raid, Sense of Renak, good, more success.
Malevolent lord.
Gee, have you actually wiped out... I'm fairly sure I had 19 units in that army. Have you wiped out a unit? Good God. Christ, you're... a bit scared of him now.
Feel my wit.
Okay. Okay. Do we just go for one giant clash? I think maybe that's what we do. So we're going to bring you in here, and then we're going to declare war. I'm not going to call my allies in. I'm just going to... This is just a me thing. Hashtag just Rakar things. And we're going to take on 4 stacks of skeletons, which seems absolutely fine.
My beasts shall prevail.
When is too many dragons? Is that a thing? I don't know. But either way, we're already harassing the Tomb King flank by taking out some of their skeletons. I mean, I say some of their skeletons, I mean like quite a few. What's that, like 300? It's certainly going to be enough to basically spawn the Ushabti down here, which is that. I mean, normally that takes quite a lot of skeletons to kill, but apparently we just killed a lot of skeletons very, very quickly, and the Ushabti will spawn in. There we go. That's what, like 4 or 5 units of skeletons we just killed? That's over 500 skeletons we've killed, so that's, you know, quite a few skeletons, to be fair. It ends up there's going to be about 10,000 enemy troops on the battlefields. So that's not include. There we go. There's the Ushabti being spawned in. It's a bit of a surprise. I have to send my Spiky Jr. and Mrs. Spiky to go and sort that problem out. Fortunately, Spiky family quite good at eating Ushabti because, of course, they're large units, so not a problem. Nom 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 nom. Nicely done. Good job. So we've got a long line of... We're corner... Yeah, I know, I'm corner camping, but the problem is when the enemy has this many units, they tend to just, like, try and flank around you, and I can't be fucked to deal with that. So having killed over, like, 500 skeletons... Yep. About 600 skeletons. Air squadron heading back to base. But we spotted some archers along the way, and obviously, you know, archers... do not like being acupunctured by archers, so we're going to chase them down. So we've got a line of Hardgranite Executioners, then we've got the Hydras, then we've got a line of Dark Shards, and then we've got that. We have taken a little bit of damage because they have that thingy of Librus. It's like a wind spell thingy, so they got that. It's a bit annoying. But we've seen a nice big... Look at this, a lovely big blob of skeletons over here. Ooh. If that doesn't scream breathe all over me, I don't know what does. That's not a sight you want to see, is it? Yep, that's even more skeletons killed. Now, they do have... What's that, like 4 Tomb Kings? Yep, they've got like a squadron of Tomb Kings in the centre here on chariots, who are going to suicide themselves against my line, which is fair enough. I've got no problem with that. So having done a bit, we don't want to get tied up, basically. There's going to be a lot of skeletons filtering into this battle, and we're going to have to deal with all of them. So there's no point expending all of our breath attacks. So here come the Tomb Kings. We've got they don't have names. They're just all Tomb. They're just Tomb Kings. Just all Tomb Kings. We're gonna send, what's his name? Obsidian McDarkheart in to attack one Tomb King. Gonna bring in the Senator as well. But even more Tomb Kings will arrive. They're attacking Trillium Beeblebrox, which isn't great. I've kind of lost sight of where all these bloody Tomb Kings are because there's so much shit on this battlefield. They're already up to almost 6,000 units on the... Look, oh, oof. Lots of breath attacks coming out, doing a lot of damage. We just need to keep doing that. Basically, breath attacks all over the place, AoEs, all that kind of good shit. That Tomb King is running away, but he's almost dead. We managed to kill one Tomb King, I think. Oh, even more breath attacks. Numbers of skeletons dropping below 5,000 for the first time. Right, one Tomb King's down. Little amber spear there, but it hits... Actually, it hits Obsidian McDarkhearts, never mind. Lovely little pendulum, more breath attacks. Just need to hold the line, kill the skeletons. Kill the skeletons, save the world. Well, I mean, just have a nice big scroll of Hecate. 10 scrolls of Hecate could be ours. It's exciting, isn't it? More breath attacks. Flock of Doom. Numbers of enemy skeletons dropping rapidly, but then rising again as more reinforcements pour onto the battlefield. Another enemy lord is wounded. Yes, well, sort of. Sort of. Okay, the units are starting to crumble away, and as soon as they crumble away, you'll notice more units coming onto the battlefield. They've got 4 stacks to send on. So basically, they've still got almost 50% of their forces still held in reserve. Because our walls have popped out, they are taking out the skeleton archers, trying to stay away from any nasty units, like, well, basically anything that can surround them. You don't want them locked into combat, they're hit and run. Okay, lots of dead skeletons, you can see, more skeletons arriving. Just lots of skeletons. Someone commented they wince every time I say skeletons, so they must be literally having a fit at the moment. Because there's a lot of skeletons. I have to keep saying the word skeletons. I can't stop saying skeletons because there's a lot of skeletons. There's literally just skeletons to deal with. The dragons hit and running. Got the giant Maws coming in to help out. There we go. Just running down units wherever they can. We've now got Carrion approaching. They're almost up to 5,000 again, and almost 9,000 in total. They've almost filled their entire army, but there's still 1,000 more skeletons to go. Another enemy lord has been wounded. I have no idea if that's all of them. That might be 4. I think that might be 4. I think that might be good. Okay, our dragons smushing skeletons left, right and centre. Like most of the enemy army is crumbling away. A few little breath attacks coming out there. The Carrion quickly disintegrating because they're terrible. And we've killed so many units so quickly that this, I think, is pretty much all their forces now coming onto the battlefield. No, they still got more. Because it was definitely over 10,000. So there's still at least 300 more skeletons to come onto the battlefield. Look at that. Just the sand littered with skeleton bodies. Fair few there, 1 or 2. Just dotted around. More units disintegrating. There we go, they're now up to 10,000 units have been on the field in their entirety. They're dropping now. They're below 4,000. So this is everything they've got. This is everything they have left to throw at us. It does include a Hyro Titan and some Ushabti, but is mostly just skeletons, so probably fine. Just knock out that unit of Carrion, and then some skeletons to deal with as the Hydras rampage around, smashing everything. Couple more units of skeletons on their way, but then they turn around. Apparently, they've decided to consolidate what's left of their forces. Almost 3,500 skeletons? Yeah, we're down to 950 from our starting 1,221. So, I think we're doing alright. So we're gonna pull our forces back as well. We're both gonna have a little breather. It's half time, everyone gets a cup of tea, and then we change sides. Good God, that's a lot of dead bodies. That's a lot of dead bodies. So we're going to have to wait for the next wave of skeletons to arrive. I mean, they could have come in one big blob, but I guess they decided to break it up because that, I don't know, keeps it fresh. Anyway. Nice of them to come in drips and drabs. It's very, very good of them. So this Hierotitan could be a bit of an issue. They're quite tanky. We've got a Tomb Scorpion over there. He could be quite a bit of a pain in the arse. So Shabty. I mean, basically, there's nothing here that's really any concern. The most problematic units are the Shabty with Great Bow, just because they could potentially do some damage. Our forces are pretty battered. And I think we'll still have the garrison to deal with after this. But I think if we can crush 4 stacks of skeletons, I don't think a garrison's going to do much to hold us back. Our Ganeth Executioner's got, what, like 159 kills? It's not bad. Siren of Red Room with 100 kills. I quite like the Sirens. They're just, I don't know if they're actually any use. Yeah, you got 100 kills. It's not bad, but it's, you know, of skeletons, so pretty much everyone's got 100 kills. Skeletons charging into us. And then dying horribly. As is tradition. Do have some spearmen, and could potentially be a big blob hitting us on the left flank with a Tomb Scorpion as well. Our doggos have come out of the forest, showing themselves off. And we're going to send Obsidian and Senator Vreenak to go and take on the Hierotitan. And we're going to buff the shit out of Obsidian. He's got over 10. He's got over 1,000 weapon strength and 71 melee attack, and yet fails to land a blow on the Hierotitan. So good fucking job there. Well, I guess he does. It just doesn't do much damage. Never mind. With most of the skeletons committing themselves, our dragons are now flying out to sort of like hunt down any stragglers. This battle is over. These few forces they're going to throw at us can't really stop us. A little bit of shades getting thrown in there. Going to suck off all these skeletons. The Tomb Scorpions causing a little bit of problem, but we've got spiky hydras. They'll be to hunt them down, no problem. Our doggos running down, just rear charging any unit that's currently tied up fighting the dragons, which is pretty much all of them. And finally, army losses taking effect, and everything's starting to crumble away, with the Hierotitan going down last.
Triumph as always.
No biggie, just
Coin or they feed my pets.
holy 3,000 slaves.
High Beastmaster.
Holy balls. That's a lot of slaves. Is anyone left? There is still a garrison. I think we can probably just sort of resolve that one, to be honest. I think we've had enough of skeletons. I'm just going to occupy it. Holy, that's probably the biggest battle I've ever fought. 10,000 skeletons. Holy shits. Right, we can get the Temple of Akati. Do we want the Vault of Nagash as well?
Monstrous triumph.
Well, okay, I mean, you've convinced me, sure. Let's get Public Order. We'll knock down that. We have the Untainted. That's only going to bring it down to... Yeah, that's we're going to have a lot of vampiric corruption here, so it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Get this. I can get Beast Slaver, which may as well. We'll get that next.
Is in question.
Well, after that...
They will surely turn upon me.
I mean, frankly, if after that you'll go, well, I don't know if I trust them. I don't know what to tell you, mate. Don't know what to tell you.
The smell of the winds.
And you, right? You do have.
Servant, to be sure.
So we can do this. This will give your dark shards extra oomph, which I like.
Does not respect Rakath.
And you can have a Dark Pegasus. Oh, you've got 2 skill points. In that case, you can also have more Occam's Mind Razor.
Witness my
Okay,
strength.
40 turns. Oh, it's in the desert, so yeah, we do not want to live here. Oh well. Right, they still have Bagar, which I don't really want, so we'll sort something out about that. That battle was oof. That was an experience.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
That was an experience. We'll get Assassinates. You can have Blade. No, wait. Stimulate growth. Not that we really need it, but I'll take it, and we'll get a little bit more doobie Wotsits. So that's good. Right, more melee attack and defense. Spreading Captain Bewitched. More weapon strength and armor for Black Dragons. Sure, let's do something like that. We have a commandment down here. I'm going to go with... Is +1 Untainted really worth the effort? Income for post-battle loot faction-wide, though. Let's do that and stop that. Okay, right, we've maxed out the slaves. I'm not surprised. Holy shit, 3,000. So how much money? We're making 31k. You can make 31k in Albion if you have all the slave buildings and the black roads, and so it's not quite as good as Titan Peaks. Mind you, is it Titan Peaks or Iron Peaks? Because Iron Peaks, mind you, in the Mortal Empires map, Iron Peaks or Titan Peaks, whichever one it is 4 settlements. So actually, in the Vortex map, it might be that this is the best slave location.
The third victim was also known to the sorceress, but this was no enemy. The pupil looked upon her teacher and saw the true cost of dark magic. Success breeds expectation, and the Witch King demands. Especially when there are others who incite their own rituals of possession over the Vortex.
We've completed the ritual, so we now did the ritual of the Sentient Mentor. That's nice. Right, well, let's crack on with the next one. Ritual of Unrequited Lover. Ooh. Still the same one, too? Yep, okay. All that kind of good stuff. Go.
The ritual is underway, my lord. Even working together, it will take your greatest adept some time to complete. Such is the ritual's power that the great Vortex itself distorts under its pull.
Yeah, I think we get the idea.
Be wary.
Yeah. Okay, this time we've got Ian defending. So, you know, fucking... This is easy. Don't sit there and replenish, you big shits. Where's old what's-his-face? There he is. Okay.
The predators come.
So we do have a nice big garrison here, plus the defensive walls, so that's fine. We could potentially get sacrifice to Cain for the Dark Conduit. That could be useful, but if we use it now, we can't use... I think it's probably best to use it for the last one. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring Rakar north.
High Beastmaster.
So basically, he's done his good work. And we're going to book him up here.
Submit to me.
You hop in here for a second and heal up.
Wield the wild.
We do want defences here, just to be on the safe side. You know what? I'm going to have to go down and hit Bagar fairly soon, because otherwise they will end up with like 12 stacks of fucking skeletons again. It would just be skeletons, but, you know, 12 stacks of fucking skeletons is still 12 stacks of fucking skeletons. It's a lot of skeletons. It's a lot of skeletons. And there's, you know, a bunch of stuff that we're going to have to deal with down here. But I think that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.